Maarnada is on a point of land that juts out into the sea. The earth, the sea, the sky, the sun rises and sets on this point, and there's a convergence of energy here that to me is magical. There was so much energy that I just really didn't know what to do with it, and it's taken me 30 years, step by step, moment by moment, to grow into what I felt this land was sharing with me. And every time I kept giving like a prayer of gratitude to say how lucky I was, it was also letting me know it wanted to be seen, and it wanted me to share it. I take my walk in the morning at dawn, down to the point where the sun rises, and in the early morning light, and at that time when the dawn chorus is surrounding me and I stop and actually hold on to one of the sculptures, a still point happens. It's where I and what is surrounding me become one. As the sun rises and opens, my heart opens with the sun. And the sun is not only coming into my heart, but through the top of my head, then all the way down and through my feet. So it's a very beautiful feeling. The wild roses grow along our bank, and it reminds me of making perfume as a child, and Martin did as well in Holland. And then I walk up and go into the rose and do a meditation on the rose. The essence of the rose for me goes all the way back to the child who made the perfume. But the essence of this symbol of the rose helps me bring together all these different elements that are on our property that I see in the dawn light and sunrise. As I step into each of the petals, a gift is given to me. The first from the mineral realm, the next, the plant, the animal, the human, the spiritual, and the great mystery. I return to the center again, and a gift comes together of all of the petals. Then from the rose, after I say thank you for the gift that it's given me to take to the world for the day, I walk up into the West Coast Canadian, Japanese, Dutch garden. When I cross those stones, these stepping stones to get to the tea house, it's a beautiful slowing down to a place of sanctuary where I can just sit and ponder the beauty. And all the angels and fairies and all the other things that are in the tea house have been gifts that have been given to me, and they're gifts of love. I always stop at courage because it's a beautiful reminder that even though we think this cycle of life that we're in is going really well, it can get stopped. You see the break in the circle, and it's just like when Martin and I landed on this piece of property, our lives changed completely. So it shows us going inside ourselves to find our inner gifts that we were meant to take out to the world again. This sculpture of the two beluga whales, called My Brother and Sister in the Womb of Life, is very important for me to stop at and put my hands on their bellies, because they represent the innocence of the feminine and the innocence of the masculine. Just as we're in the wombs of our mothers, we're innocent, and it's the coming together of the two, the feminine reflecting and the male active. It was this point of land that inspired Martin to become an artist, and all of the sculptures we've seen are a part of his creation. When I'm down there in the morning, and somebody needs that peace and beauty of what it is that I'm feeling. Out there in the universe somewhere, somebody feels it. I don't need to know, it's not important for me to know who that is. You think that it's always for the ones that you, but this is something more so, and this is what this land does. It's a container, but it sends it back out, just as it pulls it in. It's like the tide coming and going. I used to get very weepy because I'd say, well, why me? And it was just because you're here, you're present. Just you're here, you're present.